This is the Smash Beer Elite Stocks Crown Jewel of our competition here for race 11 of 17, the Soda World 100 at the infamous Grand Detour Speedway in Southern Illinois. The pole would go to the number 9 car, driven by Jared Andersen. Andersen would get a nice jump on the field at the start, however Anthony Griffith would catch right up to him. Unfortunately for Griffith, they were equally matched, and Griffith could not get by the 9 car until the first caution, which flew on lap 8. Robert Truex gets a little too aggressive coming into turn 4, and he gets together with the 11 of Neji Hyuga, resulting in Hyuga spinning. Both cars were able to keep going. Anthony Griffith was able to wrestle the lead away from Jared Andersen just before the caution. However, on the restart, look at Jeb Klinger in the 6. He is going to dive to the bottom and pass both Andersen and Griffith to take the lead. And at 73 years old, Jeb Klinger becomes the oldest driver to lead a Smash Beer Elite Stocks race. However, another guy on the move, Jim Razor, would take the lead from Klinger shortly afterwards. This is only Razor's second Smash Beer Elite Stocks start, but when he does qualify for these races, he runs very well. He got the pole at Lowe's Motor Speedway and led a few laps. However, Razor's lead would shortly shrink to nothing because the caution flew again on lap 24. Coming out of turn 2, Hinata Hyuga is going to get together with Ryan Baldwell, and that sends the 39 spinning. She flies down onto the apron and hard into the pit wall. In a moment, you're going to see Neji Hyuga's number 11 spinning in. He hits the 39 and flips once. This incident would end the day for the Hyuga cousins. Jim Kidd was also involved in this wreck. He was going 3 wide with Harry Nola and Neji Hyuga. They touched the 09 and the 11 and the 18 go spinning, and ouch! Jim Kidd bounces off the pit wall, and he is also done for the day. Jeb Klinger had taken the lead back before the caution flew. However, Jim Razor was able to get by the 6 with the number 9 of Jared Andersen in tow. On lap 32, caution 3 would fly. Cody Richards and Tristan Roberts are going to get together coming through the front straightaway. They go into the inside wall, and Roberts is going to collect Bruno Battaglia and Jason Bates, and they all go for wild rides, tumbling down the track. Naruto Uzumaki is also collected in this incident. Vinny Enzo in the 22 went for a wild ride of his own. There is the wreck starting in front of him. He tries to avoid it. He gets loose, collecting the 50 of Leslie Riggs, and he goes flipping. Over the guardrail it goes, and Vinny Enzo comes to rest, propped up on the wall. The wrecking still wasn't over, however. Coming out of turn 2, Robert Truex gets into Mario Franchetti and then gets spun by Dale Underwood, and he runs into the pit wall, ending his day. Jim Razor led on the restart with Jared Andersen and Jeb Klinger right behind him. However, Klinger got by Andersen and took the lead from Razor. Caution 4 flew on lap 51. Will Schweig is going to get loose coming out of turn 2, and he runs into Dale Underwood, spinning himself out and collecting Michael White, Kevin Monroe, and Brenda Riggs. Jim Razor took the lead away from Jeb Klinger on the restart with the 41 of Charlie Waters in tow. Waters tries to make a run on Razor coming through the back straightaway, but going into turn 3, Waters drives it in really deep, costing him a lot of his momentum, and Razor keeps the lead. Moments later, Ronald Porter seems to come out of nowhere to take the lead in a 3-wide battle. Porter had one of the strongest cars of the day and decided to show it at this point. However, caution 5 would fly in lap 62. Bob Steffens is going to get spun by Tommy Piper coming out of turn 2, collecting Ryan Baldwell. They both go spinning. Baldwell runs into the pit wall, and Steffens spins into the pits. Ronald Porter continued to lead on the restart. However, Charlie Waters would shortly take the top spot from him. On lap 74, Dale Underwood and Will Schweig get together once again. This time, Dale Underwood is the one who's sent spinning. Brenda Riggs was also collected in this incident. However, all the drivers involved were able to keep going. Ronald Porter got a little impatient on the restart and gave Charlie Waters a nudge coming out of turn 2. This probably rattled Waters a little bit because Porter was able to take the lead from him with Anthony Griffith in tow. Caution 7 flew on lap 82, and once again car number 82 was involved with another cameo by the number 67 of Brenda Riggs. Will Schweig gets into her and collects the number 09 of Harry Enola as well. Ronald Porter led on the restart, with Kurt Walker attempting to take second from Anthony Griffith. However, he did not have enough momentum, and this helped Porter extend his lead a little bit. One car that was starting to come alive was the number 38 of Laura Cyrus. Cyrus is a Truck Series driver who's making her Smash Beer Elite Stocks debut this week. She was one of several one-off drivers who attempted this race. No one expected Cyrus to run this well, however. Cyrus was eventually able to get by Kurt Walker for the second spot and proceeded to chase down Ronald Porter. A debris caution on lap 105 would shrink Porter's lead. However, he would just open it back up again on the restart. Bobby Portu got by Laura Cyrus for second with Kurt Walker in tow. Portu got a run on Porter, however, he did not have enough momentum going through turn 3, where the high lane is the preferred choice. Caution 9 would fly in lap 120. If Dale Underwood thought he was safe from any more wrecks, he was wrong. He breaks loose coming out of turn 2 and gets spun into the pits by Jim Razor. However, he stays on the lead lap. Kevin Colley took the second spot from Bobby Porter on the restart, but he was not content with second, and he attempted to get by Ronald Porter for the lead going into turn 3. However, once again, the guy in second does not have enough momentum to get by the leader. The number of cautions would hit double digits on lap 128. Will Schweig, Harry Enola, Kevin Monroe, and Jared Andersen are all going to go spinning onto the apron. Jared Andersen is going to run into the pit wall while Monroe, Enola, and Schweig go spinning into the pits. Monroe was a lap down when the race restarted, however he was able to keep up with the leaders, at least for a few laps. The 11th, and thankfully, final, caution of the day would fly with 16 laps to go. Scott Hamilton is going to turn Bob Steffens into the wall coming out of turn 4, setting off a big pile-up. Anthony Griffith is involved, Terry Stewart, Jeb Klinger, Ricky Navarro, Jim Razor, Leslie Riggs, Manuel Ortiz, Dale Underwood, Harry Enola, and Will Schweig, Michael White as well. Let's see what happened to Anthony Griffith. He's battling with Travis Keating. There's the wreck starting in front of him. He hits Hamilton, pushing him off the ground. Then Anthony Griffith slides towards the inside wall. Kevin Monroe was slow on the restart, which really helped Ronald Porter run away with the lead. Bobby Porter would break away from Monroe and try to chase down Porter, but he was stopped in his tracks by Ali Riggs, who took second in a 3-wide battle. However, Riggs' teammate Kevin Colley would take second from her coming to the white flag, and Ronald Porter cruised on to the victory in the inaugural Arla race at Southern Illinois. Ali Riggs would also lose third to Bobby Porter. Charlie Waters finally gets another good run. It's about time that 41 team turned things around. Chris Johans and Laura Cyrus finished quietly in the top 10. Good job by Laura Cyrus, however it is unknown whether this will encourage her to attempt more races. Porter's teammate Mario Franchetti finished 8th, Kakashi Hatake is 9th, and how about Russell Avery, 1985 Series champion? He retired in 2000 and came back for this one race. He finished up in 10th. And now for the top 10 in points, Kevin Colley continues to pull away from his competitors with a 56-point lead over Leslie Riggs. The CJ Racing cars have been very strong this year, and the M&J guys are experiencing a resurgence with both of their cars up in the top 5. Jared Andersen is the only Fatburger Kid Motorsports driver in the top 10 with 669 points. Mario Franchetti remains in the top 10. Team Thunder teammates Bob Steffens and Anthony Griffith are 7th and 8th respectively. 9th is Kurt Walker, and he is surprisingly winless this season. There is some speculation that running full-time in the Team Master Cup Series may be taking its toll on Walker, and Dale Underwood works his way back up into the top 10. The next race will be the Stomp Breaks 100 at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. This is CJ, signing off.